Good morning. This is Cindy from Super Lucky Cindy. Welcome. I thought we would work in this, and I have some packaging. I got some new paints I thought I would try. I've been wanting to try these for a long time. Hope the lighting is okay here. They've been in my Amazon cart forever, and then I was at my local art store, excuse me, and they had them. And they were only a couple of dollars difference, so I decided, oh, I'll get them. Then put this tissue paper down. On my last video, my memory ran out on my phone, and it wouldn't work. So I had to go to the AT&T store last night after work and get a new phone. So now I have plenty of memory and hopefully no more problems. And my videos won't just, I don't know, cut off while I'm filming. So anyway, let's put some more stuff in here. I would like to use this tissue paper. So let me grab some scissors and put this in. Find a spot first for this. So there's two parts I like to do, or two processes I like to do when I art journal. I like to, or art journal or junk journal, either one, is I like to go through and put backgrounds down. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. And then I go back through it, and the second part is I will do all my drawing or writing, memory keeping. I have a little Canon Ivy camera that prints off little tiny pictures. It's this. And I'll print off little pictures from my phone and put those in. That's part of the memory keeping. So between the painting, drawing, memory keeping, And then when I'm done with that, I like to go back through at the end and just put little things in little places where I see needs a little something, like some washi tape or a postcard, things like that, just to kind of like fill it up a little bit more. I usually try to put as much as possible in these books. I don't like a lot of white space. I try to leave the white space because I know it's like visually pleasing, but a lot of times I just can't let the white space go, I guess you could say. I always think, oh, there's room there for something more. So that's usually how my process goes. And it doesn't matter if it's a junk journal or a art journal. And I don't really know if there's a whole lot of difference between them. I guess the junk journal is, I make it out of junk. Like this was made literally out of a piece of cardboard, the cover, and duct tape. And an art journal are the journals that I purchase online. They're a little fancier. They're made out of watercolor paper, and they're just a little different. But basically the same kind of thing goes in them, I guess. All right, where was my owl I was tracing around? Oh, here it is. There's no rhyme or reason where anything goes or what I use. I just use whatever. I think when you're either art journaling or junk journaling, just kind of relax. Don't think about it too much. Don't overthink it. And just use more of like your, I don't know, carefreeness or your intuition. And at the moment, what do you think looks good where? And that's where it should go. When you're art journaling or junk journaling, it's kind of a way to zone out, maybe, I guess you could say, which is put your brain in autopilot and just relax, not overthink anything. And sometimes you can process through things that are bothering you, I think, in a more of a productive way. And I don't know if everybody's like that, but that's kind of like what I do. Sometimes I just listen to a movie. I put a movie on in the background, excuse me, and it's fun to do that too. Just listen to the movie, get kind of into the movie, but yet you're art journaling or junk journaling. Okay, excuse me. I think that's all I'm going to use for the tissue paper for now. So, I got some toothpaste yesterday, so let's use the toothpaste packaging for something. They are good for chopsticks holders. If you have chopsticks from a Asian restaurant. But I don't have any right now. See, because you have a good spot to write. And it can make like a page in here. So let me add this somewhere. Let's put it right there. And you can attach this two ways. You can either use this red tape, which I get on Amazon. It is red tape, Janelle 6mm by 25mm, double-sided strong adhesive tape, and it's approximately $9.99. You know how prices change on Amazon, so it could be different, but that's around the price it is. So you can either attach it by this, down in the corner, or my favorite is just to get some duct tape and do it that way. So let's get how much we're going to need approximately. So approximately that much. Get my X-Acto. Cut it. I like to cut it in half because it's too thick. I'm going to cut this end off only because it's got like paper stuck to it and it's not sticky. And you just stick it in. It's real easy. Just make a hinge. Put the tape on both sides so it holds it in there. Like that. Then you have a spot to write or collage on. You can use these if you want. I just cut them off the end. Take the glue off. The glue's on there, good. And you can use them for tabs. Tabs in your book. So let's stick a tab on here. How about on this page? It's a pocket. So you can just do it like this. Try to fold it in half somewhat. Oh, it's right where that tape is. All right, let's just cut this part off. And just use my stapler here. And just put it on the page and staple it. And you have a tab. And I like to push the staples in with the back of my scissors because otherwise I don't want my finger to catch on them because they're kind of sharp. I just roll the end of the handle over the top till they're smooth. There, and then you have a little tab. And you could use all that packaging. I think I'll use this one too, put another tab on. Let's see. This is a good page, I guess. I'm going to cut some of this rounded edge off because it's too hard to staple it on a rounded edge like that. Let's see, where are we going to put it? Right here? I don't know if it's going to staple through all that fabric. How about up here? Let's do this page. If I could grab it. Put it right here. My stapler's kind of funny. I have to like lift it and push the staples down or it'll jam up. Oops, I got something in it there. And then again, take the end of your scissor and kind of roll it over it to push the end of the staple down so you don't catch your finger on it. There. And now we have a couple tabs. Okay. Let's put some more images in here. Oh, we can put this right here. That'll be perfect. glue on the front of this. Let's flip it over. I want it to stick. And with magazine pages, the Mod Podge will absorb really easy, so you have to work kind of quick because they'll curl up. And then it's hard to get them uncurled and flattened down. So don't put too much on there and try to work quick. And then I used my Dude Wipes because they work so good to clean up the page if you've got a little glue on there. That's a nice picture too. I love that. Let's find a bigger spot for this. What bigger pages do I have? Let's see. That might work. Put it here. Try to center him in the middle of the page. That's nice. We'll put that right there. To get this cleaned up a little bit here. Okay. You could probably glue this one down too. Let me get my clamp. It helps hold the pages down. There. Let's try the watercolors. Excuse me. These are Gansai Tambi. They are the same brand as my watercolors I use here that I love. These are my favorite watercolors. I got the, oh, it's by Karate. I'm not sure. You can get these anywhere. I think I got these from Dick Blick online. And this is what a new one looks like. I keep a spare for backups because I go through them. So I just bought a spare one, and then when I run out of one, I just move a new little pan of watercolor over. They're not cheap, but you know what? I've had these most of these I've had, I bought this originally, I think in 2020. So I've had them at the beginning of 2020. So I've had them for, well, 4.5, 5 years. And I use them pretty regularly. I heard that this was made by the same company. So let's give them a try. Actually, to be fair, let's try it on watercolor paper just to see what it looks like. I'm gonna grab some watercolor paper here. I think I have some down here. Yeah, here's some. This is watercolor cold press 300 GSM by Fabriano. It's just a watercolor block. So let's try it. Let's see how they're supposed to be granulated. Like, see these circles? That's how they're supposed to dry. If you can see it good, my lighting. All right, so let's give it a try. Let's try this one first. Ooh, pretty. This one is number 775. Let's try this one. This one is 774. They're very pigmented. Ooh, that's beautiful. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it's kind of a mossy green. Very pretty. This one is 773. This one's called Orange. And the 774 is blue. And this is violet. Ooh, can you see how that's drying on there with the gradient color? I hope it's showing up on here. Okay. Let's try the pink. This is 772. Pink. And the last one, this one's red. 771. Looks very similar to that one. Ooh, red. Okay. All right, we'll see how they dry. I'll set them aside and we'll check on them in a little bit. Okay. Oops. I think I need some sharper blades in my Exactos, plural. I have a few of them. And I don't remember the last time I changed the blades in them, so they probably need to be changed. All right, let's check on our watercolors here. Wow, pretty. Let me put the heat gun on them, see if it dries them a little quicker. Beautiful. Okay, I think that's all for today. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Bye.